Outside Camp David, and the president moved the G8 summit from Chicago to Camp David. Advisors say he wanted a smaller, more intimate gathering, and he chose a spot more than 50 heads of state have visited in the past 70 years. Here's the Fox Reports chief correspondent, Jonathan Hunt.
If these walls could talk, what a story they'd have to tell. Camp David has hosted so many world leaders, so many summits, so many high-stakes political power games. The guest list is extraordinary. Every American president, of course, since FDR. Add to that, to name just a few, Khrushchev, Sadat, Begin, Thatcher, Yeltsin, and, of course, Churchill.
This is where Prime Minister Winston Churchill, the first visitor to Camp David, stayed.
President Franklin Roosevelt established the residence in 1942 as USS Shangri-La, modeling the main lodge after his winter vacation home in Warm Springs, Georgia. President Eisenhower renamed it after his grandson David. President Nixon enjoyed Camp David as a site for family gatherings. Ronald Reagan used to like horseback riding on the estate, and the first President Bush would pitch horseshoes there. But the tranquility and isolation of Camp David also made it a favorite for presidents seeking focus for themselves and their visitors. President Carter brought Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin to the retreat to talk peace in 1978 and brokered the historic Camp David Accords as a result. And President Clinton perhaps came closer than any president to brokering an Israeli-Palestinian peace deal in 2000 during marathon Camp David negotiations.
For the past 9 days, we have been engaged in the most comprehensive and thorough negotiations ever.
There have been many published versions of exactly why those talks failed at the last moment. The truth is known only by those who were in the negotiating room. And, of course, by those venerable walls of Camp David. If only they could talk. Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.
And an important summit this weekend that we'll keep you updated on.